Longer scope.
Well, hey everybody, it's Carbine Cowboy back out here with you today. I'm going to be shooting a Ruger Model M77 and a 270 Winchester with 140 grain Barnes bullets at 100 yards. Try to get it zeroed in for deer and elk season.
And it's a Centennial rifle.
It's been a long time since I've shot this old rifle.
Yeah, you might want to try the trigger pull first.
It's a little touchy. I remember. So, you talking about the top targets?
No, the whole pink target.
Oh, the pink target?
Yeah,
okay.
It's got the green bullseyes.
Okay. Get right in between the green and the yellow.
Well, try one more, that'll work. That makes it about an inch high.
Yeah. I always did like this old rifle. That one hit the bullseye.
That's close enough.
So the first one, you had your green circle. She hit right in between the green and yellow, and that one hit right through the bottom of the circle. That good enough?
Yeah.
I mean, you're straight up and down and dead on.
I'll be able to hit an elk at 200 yards.
So she's done.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, the trigger in this one's a little stiffer.
Yeah, all right.
But there you go.
Same
What do
thing
we
with
got
this one.
here? 25-06.
I know it's under your feet.
Now, what do you want me to do with this
Same
one?
thing.
Same thing?
Same thing.
That one hit the yellow.
That's good enough.
I'll try one more. Now, what is it these are? 100 grain Barnes. Same thing the 270 did.
All right, now this. Try these for group.
Group? What's these?
That's that Magpro powder. That's that 115 grain.
Magpro, 115 green Barnes.
Yeah, remember we tried them before?
Yeah.
You had the two that was virtually one hole.
Yep.
Just watch your barrel don't get hot.
Yeah, fairly. Must be a little cooler out here today than what I thought.
Now my nose feels like it's cooler.
Yeah, that's do one more and I'll have to let it sit. What's the speed on these?
Around 31.
31 a minute. Look through there.
Now, what if I can see
Bottom
it?
left target on the pink.
Geez, that's all about dead on, almost in the yellow, huh?
Well, right at the top of the yellow, you got a 3-shot cluster. I bet you that ain't over 3/8 of an inch.
Okay,
That's all the way over.
I'll keep that.
Matter of fact, I kind of like the recoil out of that. It's not as hard. And even though they're doing 3,100 feet a second, I can live with that.
That's Magpro 57.5 grains, CCI 200.
Yeah. Yeah, I can live with that. I mean, you figure that last group I just fired, I got a 3-shot cluster down
What's
there.
the difference? Oh, you're talking.
What's the difference what?
What's the difference between what you just shot, those 115s, versus the 100s?
Matter of fact, to me personally, it felt like the 115s didn't have a sharper crack to them as far as the recoil.
Yeah, but I'm talking about group.
Group-wise?
Bullseye and group.
Well, you figure I only fired 2 rounds out of the
100.
hundreds, and I stacked them. They're about the same size group.
Yeah, okay, what about height of both the bullseye?
You're about an inch higher with the 115s than you are with the hundreds.
So in other words, I could use
You could pull double duty. You could stagger them in the
either
mag
one.
and not have to worry about it.
That's what I want to know. Okay.
I mean, yeah, your 115s are printing a little high. I mean, you're probably about 2 1/4 inches at 100, which would put you dead on all the way out to.
And that was with that Magpro.
And that was with the Magpro powder in that 115 grain
That
bullet.
IMR 7977.
Yeah.
That new powder.
Yeah.
Try the same thing. Cool.
It's cool enough out here. It cooled off pretty quick. Of course, it's only what, about, I think when I left the house it was only 40 degrees. It's probably closer to 50 right about now.
Well, that powder stinks.
Yeah, got a little sharper crack to it too. This is that IMR 7977 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's called.
Yeah, it feels like it's got a little more thump to it.
A little bit. A little bit. But I know one thing. Your groups down there are all consistent. I pulled that one.
Yeah. And
I pulled it.
how hot are you? Here.
Warm enough, I'm going to have to hold it. That one to cool off. I pulled that one. I felt it slide on the sandbag just as I hit the trigger. And got 2 holes down there from the first one, right on the yellow.
Yeah.
2 inches high, dead center. And then that last one, I felt it slide on the bag just as I hit the trigger. And it hit dead center, but a tad bit to the right, but I felt that would get pulled. The group, they're all about the same size. I mean, you're talking holes that are about that far apart.
I thought I had some paper tape.
Well, I did last time we were out here, but I gave it to you. Well, guys, we're doing pretty good out here today. Nice cool day in Montana. We got the 270 Winchester, 25-06, and I brought out the 25 Super Short. This will be a part 2 to the first video I did on accuracy for hunting with rifles. You know, everybody has their own degree of accuracy, but you know, it just depends on the individual. And there is the group, guys. That bottom left one was that 115 grain Barnes triple shot with Magpro powder. The 100 grainer right there with Hunter powder. I only fired 2 shots there. And then the middle one right there was 140 grain Barnes out of a 270. So if you take a look at that 3-shot cluster right there, that is a really good group. And you can tell that there's probably not a 1/4 inch right there between those two. Well, everybody, this is the Carbine Cowboy. I'm going to close out this video. It's starting to warm up. And we'll come back out on another day when it's cooler. They're calling for a little cooler weather. We try to do this when it gets cooler, but the temperature's already getting up to about 60 degrees. So I'm going to call it a day. From the great state of Montana, this is the Carbine Cowboy saying, see you next time.